Hello guys, how you doing? This is Renzo again with another video on the stock market. So I realized that I made another video yesterday on support and resistance, and I should have made a video first on once you open an account and have Thinkorswim, how to use Thinkorswim before you start doing support and resistance. So that's what we're gonna do today. So first of all, here is my chart of the QQQ, and I'm going to turn off everything on the chart right now. So it's plain and simple. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do everything from scratch. Okay. Just bear with me real quick because I have a few things here that help me do my trades. All right. So we have just a plain chart. Okay, I gotta do one more, and that is my okay. All right, so don't pay attention to these bubbles right here. I don't know why they would not come off the screen, but it's okay. All right, guys, so this is the chart of the QQQ. When you open Thinkorswim, you're gonna have a blank chart, or maybe it already has one symbol right over here. So these symbols, if you look here on the left side of the screen, top left, those are called ticker symbols. Okay, so if you hear the ticker symbol, the ticker symbol, the ticker symbol is the symbol that represents the stock or the ETF or the indices or the futures. Okay, so for example, let's do Apple. Apple will be AAPL. So if you type AAPL, it says Apple Inc. Com, right? So let's do Apple, for example, and here's Apple. You put in the number, the ticker symbol, and click enter, and it gives you the chart. So let's move here to the right top, to the top of the screen, right side. And here we have a few tabs that I need you to understand. So with first one here, or the third one from the left, right, it will be share, and then it will be this one, it says chart describer, and the next one, it says edit studies. Edit studies is the fastest way to put studies on your chart. So if you click that, you're gonna have this window, and if you click here on the left, right here, okay, on the left, you're gonna have studies, strategies, and sets. So we're gonna go to studies, and we're gonna put a study. One of the studies that I like to use is called the RSI. The RSI is the relative strength index, and it measures the momentum to the upside or momentum to the downside. So we're gonna put RSI, and it's gonna give you everything related to the RSI. So we're gonna double click on the first one that says RSI, and it will populate here on the right side of the screen. Here, if you see at the bottom, it says RSI. Now, if we hit apply and OK, right? Now you see that we have the RSI down at the bottom. Okay, how do you use the RSI? That's gonna be I'm gonna have a more in-depth class on the RSI, but right now is when the price goes down to this low area, that means that it has potential to go up, and it comes all the way to this high area, it has potential to come back down. Nevertheless, like I said before, no indicator is 100%, so you still have to do technical analysis and due diligence when you're doing this. All right, so that's the fastest way right here. Edit studies, you click on that, it gives you this tab, and you put in all the studies or indicators that you want. Let's put another one, MACD or the MACD. You type that, and it gives you all the ones related to the MACD. So I'm gonna double click on here, the second one, MACD. See it appear on the right. I'm gonna click apply, OK, and look at that. We have the MACD here at the bottom. All right. The next tab is this right here, this gear button right here. It says chart setting. If you notice here, my chart has candles that are white and candles that are purple. And I do that for a reason, because for my strategy, I have all the things on the chart that are already green and red. So if I have green candles on a green background, you're not going to see them. If I have red candles on a red background, you're not going to see them. That's why I change them this way. How do you do that? You're going to go here to this gear icon right here button that says chart setting. You're going to click it. And now you're going to have all these different options, right? General, price axis, time axis, favorite time frames, appearance. So the first thing we're going to do is this. On the general tab, we're going to make sure that this box right here, where it says layout, the second down, the second one below layout, says overlap volume. If we don't click that, guess what happens? Watch this, okay? These blue bars that represent the volume for the trading day are gonna be on below the chart, okay? But it takes, depending on how many indicators or studies you have, that might take too much space. So if you click it and click apply, now it puts it inside of the chart. So now you have more room here to put all the indicators that you might need or you might like to use. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the second one. I leave it alone, I don't mess with it. Let's go to the third one. The third one, the only thing I need you to do here is go to this area that it says here on the right, expansion area. Right now it says 252. Okay, that means that you can have 252 of these black and gray areas. The gray areas are the areas when the market closed for the day, and when the market and before the market opened in the morning, there was some trading action, but that is after hours and before hours. The areas in black is the market open from 9:30 to 4:30. Okay, so let's go back to this right here. I'm gonna go to time axis, and in the expansion area, I'm just gonna put 25. Okay, because I just need enough data to the right, for the next following day. I don't need to have 200 bars to the right because it hasn't happened yet. Okay, so you see how now I have bars to the left and bars to the right. I just have the today's, the previous days, and I only have tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have another bar populate. So to me, it's cleaner that way. All right, now we're gonna have to go to the appearance tab. This is where you make all these changes to the colors. So if you want to change the colors, this is where you do it right here, which says ticks. Okay, so I'm gonna go and click on this color. It says border up. That means all the candles are going up. I'm gonna change that back to green. And border down are all the candles are going down. So I'm gonna change that back to red. Okay, dojis, I'm gonna leave them like that. Remember when we talk about dojis. Okay, now fill up, those are the candles that are going up. So anything that goes up is green, and fill down are all the candles that are going down. So I'm gonna make them red. Okay, here down at the bottom, now it says common. You have the option to change the color of your cursor and make it crosshairs, vertical, horizontal, or whatnot. I'll leave it alone. That's how I do it. The volume bars, you have the option to leave them blue, or you can change the color right here. I leave him blue because I want him to be out of the way. I don't want him green and red. I used to have him green and red, but then they will mix with the actual candle bars, and it was just a big mess. Down here, you have this background, and you can click on this box. Right now, it's set to black, but you can change it to that color, or you can change it to that color. That's the background, the whole overall background, or you can change it to that color. I'll leave it alone right there because that gives me the best look that I want for my trading. Here at the bottom, there's a box that says grid. So if it's clicked, look here, you have all these bars, okay, these lines right here. And if you unclick it, it gets rid of those lines. So those lines are the grid that represent dollar amounts, but I already have the dollar amounts on the screen. So I unclick it because I like it to be clean. Okay, and then you click apply, and look at that. Now you have a chart with the colors that you want and a few indicators just from these tabs right here. Now let's move to the next one. The next one is this one right here, is the time frame setup. So here, if you click that, you can see different time frames. You have 1 day, 1 minute. That means that you're only going to have the space for the day, and each bar, each one of these candles is going to represent 1 minute. 5 days, 5 minutes. 5 days, 15 minutes. 10 days, 30 minutes. 1 day, or 1 year, 1 day. So let's click on that. 1 year, 1 day. This is what we used yesterday to do support and resistance analysis. So this means that we have 1 year of data, and each one of these bars represents 1 day of price action. Okay, if you see here at the bottom of the screen, it says 316. So that was 2000, that was last year, from March to March of this year. Okay, so this is 1 year of data. If we move down to the 4 hours, it says 180 days, 4 hours. So each one of these bars represents 4 hours of price action for the last 180 days. If we go to the 1 hour, okay, 20 days, 1 hour, there's 20 days of information, and each one of these candles represents 1 hour of price action. Okay, if we move to the next tab, it says style. You can click on that, and here we can change the chart mode or the chart candles. Okay, so the type of candles that we're using. So here, the only thing that I use sometimes on the style is whether if I want to have candlesticks or if I want to have Heiken Ashi candles that I mentioned before. Okay, so Heiken Ashi, if I click on that, it changes the color of the candlesticks in the direction of the trend, so it eliminates a lot of the noise. I'm gonna change it back to candles so you can see the difference. Okay, now let's go to drawing. Okay, so you have two options right here. You can select drawing set, or drawing tools, correction, and then go to your drawing tools. Or you can do the same thing by going here to the bottom of the screen. Okay, it says drawing set, and right now is set to the dollar lines or the price lines. So when you open this, you click here. Okay, you have a different selection of tools available for you. So if we click here on the first one, it says pen, you're gonna have this hand that can help you move your chart up and down, left and right, and that also applies for the bottom or the top part of your chart. If you go down to the next one, to this one right here, it says trend line. Okay, you can draw lines on your screen. For example, we're going to connect the top of this price action today to the top of this price action, to the top of this price action, to the top of this day, and then we draw a line. That line is called a trend line. Now, I don't like white on this screen, or the line is too thin that I can't see it. So how do we make this a different color or make it pop up? So what you do is you're gonna put your cursor on the line, highlight it, and you're gonna right click. When you right click, you're gonna get this selection right here, and you're gonna click on edit properties. When you edit properties, here at the bottom, you can change the color. So we're gonna make it this light blue, and we're gonna change the width. And let's say I wanna make it thick, so, or medium, so 3. And I don't like a line, so I'm gonna make it a dash line right here. And then I'm gonna click OK, and look at that. Now we change it. Now, I don't wanna change it every time I draw a line. I wanna keep it the same forever, right? So every time I draw this line, for example, if I draw another line going this way, look, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be white and it's going to be thin. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to remove this drawing. So that's how you remove it. You right click and you go here, you're going to remove the drawing. Okay. I'm going to go back to the first one and I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit edit again. But now I'm going to hit here at the bottom. I'm going to click where it says save as default. Okay. So now click OK. So now every time I draw the line, it's going to be the same. Okay. If I don't like this line and I want to change it, now I can click on any one of those and click edit properties. Okay. And then I'm going to change this back. And 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 now I have the original line. Okay. I want to get rid of all those drawings and I don't want to do one at a time. So I'm going to right click on that. Okay. And then I'm going to go down here to where it says clear drawing set. And I'm going to get this warning sign that says, are you sure you want to remove everything that you drew on this chart? You're going to say yes. Now you get rid of everything right in there. Let's go back to the drawing set here at the bottom. You're going to click on that. And now we're going to click on this dollar sign. This dollar sign is going to draw lines horizontally, okay, to represent a dollar amount. So let's say that we're doing our support and resistance lines, and we say, okay, right here we have a support, a resistance line. So we're gonna bring the cursor to that line, and we're gonna left click, right, and we're gonna position it where we want it, and we're gonna left click again. Now it draws this line, okay, but with this tool, right, the dollar sign or the trend line, you can also zoom in on your chart. So you're gonna left click, okay, oh, let me do that again, that was too much. You're gonna left click, drag an area and let go, and then it's gonna zoom in on your chart. And if it's too much and you want to narrow it, go down here to the bottom of this right here where it says Tuesday and it has numbers. Those numbers are the hours. So 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock. Okay, left click right there and you can drag it in or drag it out, drag it in, drag it out to expand it so you can see better. Okay, now again, this is customized. You can customize this line. So we're going to go back to it. You're going to right click, edit properties. Okay, so the price right now is set at 128.73. That's the value. That means that the price right here, this area is $128.73. But let's say you made a mistake and you meant to say 129. Okay, so you're gonna change that and put 129, and you don't like this blue line, so you're gonna click right here and you want I don't know, let's see, a dark blue. So select dark blue, okay, and you don't, and the width you want it to be thicker, so 3, and you want a dotted a dashed line. You click okay, and there you have it. Okay, to me I can't see that, so I'm gonna right click, edit, and I'm gonna make this a purple, and now I can see it, so that's better for me. And look, the price right here at the right side, it changed to 129. Okay, 129 wasn't where I wanted. I really wanted 128.73 or 75. So I'm gonna right click, edit, and go 128.75, and then okay, now it brings it down to the area where I wanted it. Okay, here on the right side where you see these numbers, that is the price. So 120, 121, 122 is in increments of $1 right now. You can left click and hold it and go up and down with your mouse or with your pad. Up and down. Here at the bottom, you can go left or right and then make it the size you want it. All right, let's go back to this drawing. I want to put a note on my chart to tell me, okay, today I'm looking to buy long or to buy short or to go short. So I'm gonna go here to this T. The T stands for text note, right? Now you're gonna click on that and you're gonna click on your screen. So you're gonna click right there, you're gonna get a box. So on the box, I'm gonna say today buy long at support line. Okay, and you're gonna click OK, and now you have that reminder on your screen. But it's too low, and you want it higher because you wanna be able to read it. You're gonna go back to your drawing tool. You're gonna click that, and we're gonna click on the hand. Now you're gonna click on your box, and it's gonna turn from that white to this blue. You're gonna left click, grab it, and you can move it anywhere you want. Let's put it right over here, let go of your mouse, and then click outside of it. Okay? Okay, I didn't like that. I don't like that text. Let me get rid of it. So you're gonna right click on it, go down on this selection to remove drawing, remove drawing. Okay, that's cool. I wanna see when 10 o'clock on the day was, okay? Because I want to see if the market reversed at 10 o'clock or not. So you're going to go back to your drawing set right here. And now we're going to go to the third one down on the left where it says time level. So you're going to select that. You're going to come here and you're going to click it and let go. And you don't know what time that is. So you're going to right click it and we're going to edit. Now here in the value, okay, correction, not the value, but if you look to the right of the value right here, it says 12:06. That means 12 in the afternoon and 6 minutes and 56 seconds. So we're going to highlight all that and we're going to say 10:00:00. So that is 10 o'clock. And we're going to click OK. Okay. Now let's go back to our drawing set, select the trend line tool. We're going to highlight, we're going to expand, and boom. This right here is 10 o'clock in the morning. So if you hover over it, it's going to say 10 a.m. If you look down at the bottom, it corresponds with the 10 a.m. hour. Okay. So I'm going to grab here at the bottom. I'm going to go and move it to the right so I can make it, I can shrink it a little bit. And here's my chart. Now, in order to buy and sell, I don't do it on this screen because I like to do it on my phone. But if you wanted to buy and sell from the screen, you can go here to the right, okay, and you can click either active trader and you can select here buy or sell, right, at the price that you want. You can also go here to set two big buttons on the right, click that and it gives you buy and sell buttons. You can go to where's the other one, trade. Okay, here it gives you buy and sell buttons. Okay, but also you can check the news, what's going on with the news. So you can click here on live news and you're going to get here all the news about this specific ticker symbol. So for Apple, you know, at 9 o'clock in the morning says top 20 trending stocks. I guess Apple was one of them. 1020. Apple faces UK watchdog probe over developer, and you can still read. You can continue reading the news because sometimes people react to the news. Here, level 2, you can click on level 2, and level 2 indicates the size of how many people are buying and how many people are selling. Click out of that. Okay. Now, right now, we are seeing one chart. If you look here on the top left, okay, we are on the flexible grid. That means that we can make more charts here. So how do we make more charts on this screen? How do we put more charts, like one chart, two charts, three charts, if we want to see more stocks? You're going to go here to the right, and you're going to click on this grid right here. It says show grid action. Okay, and on this show grid action, you're gonna go here down to customize grid. You're gonna click on that box, click out of that, and you can create one or two. Okay, in this case I have four. If you just want to see one chart, you're gonna, let's say you want to see this chart here at the top. Okay, you're gonna click here on this list right here and go down to maximize cell, and you have one cell and you just have one. But you can also create charts if you go to the chart tab. If you go to the chart tab, which is what you're going to see when you open Thinkorswim, you're going to see only one chart, okay? But you want to create two charts. So you're going to go here, right over here, and you're going to click on that, okay? And select the number of charts that you want to see. So in this case, let's see 6 charts. Okay, I recommend not to have too many because it's going to confuse you, but let's have 6 charts. You're going to click out of that and look at that. Now you have 6 different charts, and every chart can have its own ticker symbol. So if you see here on the left, I have Apple. On the right, I have the /NQ, which is the NASDAQ. This ones right here don't have anything because I haven't put anything. So let's put Facebook on that one. Let's put NVIDIA, NVDA on that one. Let's put Amazon, MAZN on that one. And let's put John Deere, DE on that one. Okay, so now every one of this has an individual stock. All of them are set up to different time frames. So Apple right here is set up to the 1 minute. I'm going to move that to the 1 hour. I'm going to grab my tool. I'm going to expand, and I have that. NQ is set up to the 1 day. I'm going to move that to the 1 hour. Facebook is set up to the 1 day. I move that to the 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to click here on my tool, and I'm going to expand it. I have no indicators on Facebook, and my volume is like that. Okay, so this is the basic tools on how to use your Thinkorswim. If you want to go back to just one screen, go back to this right here and just select one screen or one grid, and it puts you back on the first grid that you started. Okay, so this is the basics on how to use your chart. Again, this is the basics on how to use your chart. There is a lot more on on how to use these charts. You can do it yourself. You can Google it. You can YouTube it. You can find more information. You can just play with this. But that is the basics on how to set up your charts or how to use your charts in order to start drawing your trend lines and support and resistance. All right, guys, I hope this video was useful for you guys. If you have any more questions, leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer all of your requests. As always, make sure you train and get educated in the stock market before you start putting your own money and risking a big loss. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.